My fellow employees, it's hard to believe it's already been a month since Nova Scotia and Ontario enacted their state of emergency to help slow down the spread of the coronavirus. While the steps were dramatic, we all understood how important they were to keep our frontline health workers from being overwhelmed and the most vulnerable amongst us safe as possible. The change in our business and practices over the last month has also been swift, and your response has been honestly very impressive. I'd like to recognize and thank each of you for your creativity, thoroughness, and diligence you've all shown under the most trying circumstances. As a result of your diligence, we've not had one employee test positive for the coronavirus in either of our facilities. We do know, however, that that day will come, given that we have over 400 families represented in our company. When it does, we will pray for a full and speedy recovery for those infected. I've had many conversations with employees around the building about what they will do when a positive test does occur. Our concern is not what you will do here at work. Under the strict guidance of the local health authorities, we have a well-defined, thorough plan in place, which includes a very detailed, deep cleaning of the plant, with the main focus being on the specific areas where the person worked and traveled on their shift. Depending on the work center and the nature of their contact with their coworkers, other shift mates may also be required to stay at home as well. I have every confidence we will eradicate any trace of the virus that may have made its way into our building. This brings me to what each of you will do individually should you or someone in your household test positive for the coronavirus and have to be quarantined for at least 14 days or more as you wait the results of your tests. I've given a lot of thought to this, but hadn't put a solid plan together and shared it with others until just recently. It turns out there's a lot of ideas and checklists available from the experts out there helping us navigate this challenging situation. Some of the suggestions are, as you've probably already thought of, have enough food, toilet paper, and cleaning supplies on hand for a minimum of 14 days. Ensure your prescriptions are up to date. Have a supply of batteries, cat litter, pet food, books, and puzzles on hand. Have cash on hand if possible, a small emergency fund if you can. Get enough sleep, eat well, and exercise daily. If possible, make sure you have a bedroom and a bathroom that's separate from the rest of your family to quarantine yourself while you recover from the virus. Have your own cutlery, cleaning supplies, and toiletries, etc. that only you touch. Given this virus attacks the respiratory system, if you smoke and were thinking about quitting, there may be no better time than today. Limit your news intake to about 30 minutes per day and refer to credible local sources that reflect the situation and health department recommendations for where you live. We are not living in northern Italy or New York. Their data means little to those living in rural Nova Scotia or even Ontario. Check out our employee webpage or the Compass for useful information pieces from the Nova Scotia and Ontario Health Departments. Depending on where you live, local stores will deliver groceries and supplies to your home. If you do not already have an online account with your local grocery store, consider setting one up now. Have a designated delivery buddy in place today who can deliver any food and supplies you need during your quarantine period. As your initial delivery buddy may end up in quarantine themselves, it's a good idea to have a backup. For those of you who don't have family living nearby, have maybe moved here recently, or just looking for more backup, the Employee Volunteer Committee, set up by our HR department, will be starting a list of people who need help and those that are available to do deliveries to your home. Please consider adding your name to that list. Even if you have a strong buddy network for yourself, I can assure you the help will be very much appreciated. While I acknowledge that not all of these suggestions will be available to everyone, please think through your own situation and implement a plan that works for you. Better a little preparation than none at all. Being prepared should a positive test affect your household is something we all can do to feel a little more confident and in control in the weeks and months ahead. Please check out the Be Prepared list on our employee webpage. Volunteer to be a delivery buddy or put yourself on the Looking for a Buddy list if you need our help. Get enough sleep, eat well, and exercise every day. And again, limit your news intake and, if possible, quit smoking. The coronavirus has caused tragic consequences around the world. We can feel fortunate here in Canada that it arrived a little later, giving us the opportunity to learn from parts of the world that did things well as those that did not. Those lessons include what we do in public as community members, here at work and in our own homes. Our customers and the millions of households they help feed and provide for count on us to help them meet the demands these times are putting on all of us. All of us doing our best to be safe and prepared at work and at home means that we can continue to play our part in helping millions of households throughout Canada and the United States every week. Thank you again for all of your hard work and dedication. It is appreciated by every one of your coworkers, your families, your customers, and our community members. Thank you again. Be safe, and God bless.